Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're doing full Season 4 IDs today, because I just wanted to run something simple. I haven't done it yet. And I want to talk about the Time-Killing Time trailer, of course, so might as well just have something random going on in the background while I'm doing that. Yeah. We got the actual proper Time-Killing Time trailer this week, because it's coming out next week. Very cool stuff. We're getting, 2 IDs and an ego, which is what I was expecting, and I'm very glad. It means we'll probably get 2 more IDs and 1 more ego with the next one. Right? Something like that. So that'll be cool. The IDs seem nice. They're definitely Tremor. I know Ryoshu was doing Tremor Burst. Honglu probably was as well. I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. There's also some sort of weird mechanic with them where it's either, I think it might be Ryoshu's guard, but I believe Ryoshu's... There's some sort of thing where Honglu staggers an enemy, then Ryoshu gets a follow-up because she was using her guard, right? So there's some sort of shenanigans going on with that. I don't know exactly what. My best guess is, like, it might be part of Ryoshu's guard because it's part of Ryoshu's segment, right? Like, she was going for a block, and because one of her teammates staggered an enemy, she got a free follow-up attack thing. Although that's my just personal guess, right? We'll have to see. Maybe that'll be useful. Her block, it did have a stagger burst on it, the actual, like, follow-up attack, so that'll be cool. They're definitely both Tremor. I wonder what else they're going to be doing exactly. I hope they do some funny time stuff, because we now know that they're not T-Core people itself. I was kind of wondering, because the fact that your Yurodivy isn't surprising to me. I saw someone pointed out a couple days ago that the Honglu does show him wearing a near-identical scarf to the one that Sonya had. So the fact that it was Yurodivy adjacent makes perfect sense. I also don't know if I'm pronouncing that right still. I'm pretty sure it's Yurodivy. I feel like I looked it up when the game released, but that was over a year ago, so I might just be straight up wrong for all I know, right? Who knows? But yeah, so that's cool. Maybe wonder if Yurodivy as a whole is going to be Tremor, or if these Yurodivy are going to be close enough to T-Corp that there's actually going to be some T-Corp stuff on them. I don't know. I'm kind of expecting that we're going to get some like actual T-Corp IDs as like Season 0 IDs like sometime later this season. I feel like that could make sense. Corps feel like fair ground for Season 0 stuff, right? Stuff like I still feel like we're gonna get more K-Corp units one day. Although K-Corp's gonna show up sooner or later, I'm sure. Alfonso, we're not done with her. That's for sure. I don't know though. I guess we'll have to see in time, right? Yeah, the ego, Everlasting, Vav for Faust, makes sense. Faust is Canto 12, so it's very free to give her a Vav right now, since by the time her Canto comes around, we'll probably be getting A-Lefs, right? Which means that... So I think that means that the people who still need Vavs that are likely to get them randomly is Merso and Sinclair. Because Dawn and Honglu are definitely going to get their first Vavs for their Canto. And I think Ryoshu could go either way. We'll have to see, though. Personally, I hope Ryoshu gets a Vav. I think the first Aleph is going to be Merso. I feel like that would be very fitting. But we'll have to see, right? No way to know right now. We'll know in time, though, so that'll be something. But yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be... I mean, it's probably also going to be Tremor, it feels, right? I don't know, because then it might be synergizing, like, primarily around Regret Faust. Because Regret Faust is super strong ID. It makes sense for them to, like, focus on it for, like, the ego. Hopefully it's not something that only works for Regret Faust. Maybe it'll be, like, Tremor syncing. Because it's from the Time Duck, which does give the Melted Spring a syncing ego gift. I think it's, yeah, this one. And the ones we have this run. So that's certainly something. We'll have to see if it goes down syncing, because Faust does have Butler Faust, which is a decent syncing ID. It's pretty good, especially for like a 2-star. I don't know if it's gonna be on syncing teams for long, though. Especially because we're probably gonna get a stupidly good syncing ID when we get Earl King in like 4 weeks, I guess. That's my prediction. Because my prediction is we get the Yeah, my prediction is, so this week we're obviously getting Time Killing Time, then we're probably gonna have a week with nothing. The week after that's probably gonna be Random Season 0 banner. Who knows what exactly that could entail. Maybe a new association, maybe Ufi or something. I don't know. And the week after that's probably gonna be Railway, and then the week after that's probably Earl King. That's my prediction, though, based on past season, partially. And just based on vibes, to a degree, right? I think Earl King is coming soonish, though, like, in a month or so. I guess it's not necessarily soon, but you know what I mean. Also, we should restructure our team so we can actually focus on the sinking stuff, because we seem to be focusing on the sinking stuff, but we don't have the team structured in a way to focus on the sinking stuff. So we'll do that instead. Means we won't be able to do as many mass attacks and stuff with Ryoshu, but that's fine. Okay, boss time. It could be either Cyborg. It's Pink Shoes. I've also seen people already speculating over the trailer that we're seeing Moses, and I vaguely see where people are coming from with one of the silhouettes looking somewhat like Moses. I also think people are being a little too hopeful, though. As much as I'd love to see Moses, I don't think we're seeing her here. Let's see, and maybe if we're lucky next Walpurgis, maybe we'll see her sometime soon. We're gonna have another vaguely mystery-themed mid-chapter with Murder on Warp Express, right? So there's always a chance there. And Moses did go on a warp train in Distortion Detective, and they just have like a strange, like, she's like, I got on the warp train, and then there's a couple like blank lines of text, and then she's like, I got off the warp train, and it's done in a very funny way for anyone who actually knows the shenanigans of the warp train, right? It's a funny moment. It's not really funny. It's very clearly the opposite of funny, but it's in like a funny way, right? That's how I look at it, at least. Nice. A little bit of an interloper reception. These guys are fairly tanky, but like they don't take too much to die. It's basically impossible to stagger Clippity Cloppity unless you've got Tremor stuff going on, because the stagger threshold is around the same point where he's already dead, usually. Which is a very funny thing for them to do. But that's fine. It just means we gotta kill you the old-fashioned way. Ooh, that's a little scary. Ugh, just sneezed. Hopefully I muted my mic in time. Let's see. Do a little bit of that, sure. Who's being hit here? We cannot really afford you getting hit too much, so we'll redirect that, sure. That'll work. Physically can't redirect everything here. Kind of our fault for getting them all desirous the same turn. But like, what was I gonna do? Not attack the minions? Yeah, that one got staggered anyways. That was the one who was going for the one-sided attack, I believe, so... Oh, they're both staggered anyway, so that's good. We'll just kill those two next turn. Clippity Cloppity should take some decent damage here. You've got a lot of sinking right now as well, so that's good to see. Hopefully we can get stuff. We can't do a sinking fusion gift, unfortunately, because we've got two people on this team that don't have any sinking whatsoever. Since both Ryoshu has none and Murso has none, unfortunately. Since you're just exclusively poise. Really don't know why you're not, like, bleed as well. But, that's fine. Could also see you being Tremor or something, honestly. Because Nelly isn't exactly Tremor, but if Fusion Gift is Tremor, she's got, like, that one move that basically insta-staggers. You know, 200 stagger damage or 300 or whatever it was. Or the unit can't be staggered, just kills them instantly. But poise works, right? We get Headless Portrait. It's nice to have. Like I said, we can't get the Fusion Gift, so it's not the biggest deal, but it's still something. And we can go for Compass here for more sinking. Let's see. Oh, Nebula is just kind of goated, yeah. Endorphin Kit's kind of goated. Because we do have two poise people here, so focusing on poise a little bit's not a bad idea. Faust getting out of skill 3 is pretty nice. We don't really need Zippo Lighter. We'll take it. We're getting free refreshers. I'm not buying Bone Steak. I'll just move on. Save our cost rate. That sort of thing. Can we get Pride Resonance on this team? Like, at all? I know you've got Pride skill. Do you have Pride skill? No, you don't. Oh, you do? Okay. So if we get your skill 1 and your skill 2, we could get the Pride Resonance. So Nebulizer ++ could be useful. It's not the biggest deal, but it could have worth, right? That's something. Okay, you're being dodged a little bit, but only a little bit. If you didn't get dodged, you would have just killed that guy instantly. That's fine. That's how it goes. Let's see. Anything else to talk about the trailer? I don't know. They put Merceau in this weird contraption. They put him into like the zero-time dilemma machine. How cruel. Which is funny. They talk about how like they're physically killing time. Like not spending it, not reusing it, not moving it. They're physically getting rid of time. And how T-Corp does that stuff is normally. Like, people who can't afford a lot of time just don't get nearly as much time, right? It looks like they're moving twice as fast, but, like, it's just because they don't have nearly as much time. Right? Something like that. But yeah, very much freaky. I think I also mixed that up, but you know what I mean. Very fitting for the city's vibes. I really wonder, though, like, why exactly is the Yurodivy working with T-Corp to solve a case? The Yurodivy really seems like their main thing is that they're not going to work with the super oppressive wings, right? But here they seem to be working with the super oppressive wings, if I'm not mistaken. I guess they're not hiring the Yurodivy to deal with the case, but we're getting IDs for the Yurodivy, which makes me think that they are involved somehow. Are they going to be the enemies? That might actually just be it, right? Yurodivy might be like, yeah, we were actually the ones stealing time, or killing time the entire time, or whatever. Is this the first time we're going into a mid-chapter, like, where it's not blatantly obvious what we're going to be fighting in, like, the end? Because, like, we're going to be fighting, like, T-Corp, and, like, random guys, I'm sure, but assumably Yurodivy are going to be, like, the main antagonist of it? We also don't even know what the currency we're going to be... We're probably getting gears. I was going to say that we don't even know what currency we're going to be accumulating, but, like, we're going to get gears. Although they do the Blade Lineage event thing where you can choose what you spend in what order. Because that's always really nice, since you can just get the ID first. It's gonna be unfortunate that I won't be able to get the ID until, like, a couple stages, because ideally, probably gonna want to run a full Tremor team. Might have, if we're only limited to these 3, I might have to run LCCB on you for the first bit. Who, spoiler alert, isn't very good for Tremor, but is technically Tremor. That's fine. We'll live with it. If it's like the last event, it shouldn't take too much to be able to get it all, right? Like, I think I got Blade Lineage on, like, before, like, the final boss of the Canto, right? And I got to use her a little bit, so that's nice. Because, yeah, it did say that the 2-star is an event thing, but the 3-star and the Ego need to be gotten from extractions, which is fine. I've still got 1,500 boxes, I'll be set. No worries there. That'll be cool, I'm sure. I do hope they're gonna have a unique status effect with, like, the Yurodivy stuff, or maybe even the Faust Ego. The Everlasting. Which, also, can I just point out how cruel it is to call an Ego Everlasting? Because, like, it feels like it's further cementing that we're never getting Party Everlasting, or, like, any Wonderland mention, which I already figured as being the case, as unfortunate as it is, but feels rude to reuse that word. I might be looking far too deep into it, right? Maybe. I don't know. That's what I think of whenever I hear everlasting, though. Let's see, I'll take the cost, sure, why not? We get a rest stop coming up, I'd like to upgrade more things, I guess. I want Midway Nightmare. I'll go to Sloth Bluer. That's fine, we might get, Stupid Freak. The Steam Transport Machine. Took me a minute to remember his name. I think Stupid Freak is descriptive enough for you to know who I'm talking about, though. Why wouldn't it be? Emerald Elytra Plus Plus, that'll be really good for Ryoshi most of the time, I'm sure, since she should be fast decently frequently, although I guess Ishmael also is kind of speed-focused. So maybe not. I don't remember what Steam Transport Machine is weak to. Although I think Golden Apple's weak to Wrath. I think that's probably Steam Transport Machine? I don't remember, honestly. I think Apple's got some other weaknesses. I think Apple is weak to, like, Wrath or something, right? Or Gluttony or something weird like that. It's fine. She do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, sure. Good enough. We get the Pride Resonance, so we get to trigger Nebulizer for the little bit of poise on basically everyone. Oh, Fao's got Emerald Elytra that turn. Someone who really doesn't benefit from it that much, but that's fine. We've got enough poise on this team that we should be basically set. If I see Horseshoe, I'll probably take it, because that's more poise count, makes it a little bit more reliable, but otherwise I think we're basically set on poise for basically everyone, right? I keep on saying basically here, but that's because it's basically like that, I think. An off-balance enemy. Yeah, there sure is. How perceptive of you. Does anyone have Butler's Mark? Yeah, okay. You should be able to kill. That's cool. If we do actually get that to work, we'll interlope perception you in case we do fail. But, like, if that does work, it'll be funny. So let's hope we actually get the skill 3 kill off. If you kill with the first coin, then that's a little too much damage, that was the issue. You didn't, though, so that's good. So yeah, now you get to reuse it on this one, who should just die instantly. Yeah, cool. And we should be able to kill the last one without too much of a hassle. Because we were doubling up. Yeah, cool. Mercer just barely killed. The sinking actually did that enemy in. Okay, had a little technical issue there. Hopefully I didn't just lose all the progress to the first half of this run. We'll see, I guess. I'm sure it'll be fine. And if the run did just start at this point, just randomly in the middle, then, suffering. But I don't think so. I think it's fine. We press on, though. We shall sally forth, as they say. Okay, bugs. So enough you gain poise. What's your speed range? Zero's good 3 to 7. If you only have 3 to 8, not like insane by base. You kind of need to build up your haste or whatever with yours. Is it your passive that does it? If you want haste, I'm trying to hit me some with BM, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I do know the Edgar Butlers want haste a decent bit. They want bind a decent bit, but like they don't gain stupid amounts of it, right? Like they benefit a lot from haste and stuff, but not to the degree of it being like super necessary, I feel like, right? I don't know, I feel like that's kind of the case for a lot of the haste IDs right now, though. It's in a weird spot where Crow's Eye View exists. Especially now that we've got like a super haste-focused one person who actually just has like a bunch of sloth and can fuel Crow's Eye View very easily. I don't know. Haste is weird. I kind of wish they'd focus on it more. I kind of understand why they don't, because it's a weird stat effect to focus on. It's like, imagine having someone that focused on like attack power, which is very different than entirely, because attack power is super strong, but it's just focusing on like a normal mechanic, which is a little weird, right? Not really that weird though. I think I'm looking too deep into it. Oh, Red Order, let's go. Awfully gift gaming. That's fine. We're running a sinking team without Rhyme Shank. Ooh. So the good thing is you're one of the few units that actually benefits from the secondary condition of Red Order, right? Because anyone who has sinking skills and also has Wrath gets a little bit more benefit. I'm pretty sure it's just you and DHE Hong Lu. I don't think there's any other sinking units with Wrath, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken. I might be forgetting something random, but none of the other like main ones have Wrath. I know that for certain. Because, like, even, like, Suncliff counter doesn't count, because I'm pretty sure it needs an actual skill to be Wrath, not a defensive skill. And Suncliff's only Wrath skill is his counter. Right? Otherwise he'd count, otherwise it which would be nice for him, honestly. Getting more stupid offense levels and stuff. It'd be funny. Although it's not very necessary, and it's also Red Order, right? If you're starting with Suncliff, you probably want to start with the Blunt Ego gifts instead, because, like, they synergize the best with him. Because you get Temporal Bridle, which is just very strong for negative sanity blunt units, which is both the actual negative sanity units, because, once again, Blade Lineage Merceau has a negative coin, but is not a negative sanity unit, right? Because he wants to roll heads on that negative coin. Merceau gets the kill, the gamer. And we press on. Okay, boss time. I think it's Steam Transfer Machine, but once again, I don't remember Steam Transfer Machine. I think is this the only floor Steam Transfer Machine can show up on? I think so. Okay, let's see if we can sync you up a bunch then. Anything that's good for syncing, we're gonna put on like the other part. Anything that's bad for syncing, we're gonna put on the lame part. Everyone can redirect whatever, so that's good to see. Insane sinking attack. Actually a fair bit of sinking. Okay, we'll do something like this then. Should work out. We also BM the arm cannon, which is something, I guess. We don't take it down because we don't want for a bunch of weak attacks on the arm. Because, well, we wanted to see the sinking stuff on the body. Hopefully we can get some actual sinking potency stuff. Since after we beat this fight, we do get Midwinter Nightmare, so we'll be doing a lot better on sinking potency after that, so that'll be nice. Okay. We staggered both parts here. I don't want to save that, yeah. Bit of this. You don't have enough Boy Scout to make that a mass attack. Sure, something like that. Not a super strong turn. But that's also because a lot of the sinking, the Wuthering Heights units get a lot of sinking from clashing. Especially, like, Otis's only good singing count is from clashing, so she really needs to clash. And Gregor can get some decent singing count without clashing, but his skill 2 is so good when clashing with it that it feels, you know, criminal not to clash it. Okay, don't go to Steam Blaster. So now we just got it sinking you to death, which shouldn't be too bad. Something like that should do the job. And you hear the voices, yeah. As you would. Gregor the kind of guy to hear the voices, not gonna lie. And dusting for more sinking. You should be dying here. Sure, you're taking half damage from sinking because of your gloom resistance, but it isn't enough to save you. Cool. Not too bad of a fight. It's an annoying fight, especially if you're running like Poise or Charge or something and don't have stupidly insane stuff yet, but it's also only on early floors. Broken Revolver, sure. We've got some Rupture because we have Merceau. What are we thinking? Can we get the Wuthering Heights floor? No. I don't even know if that is a floor 4 option. It probably is. I don't know, we'll take Crawling Abyss though, that'll be fun, I'm sure. I know one of the options is weak to Gloom. That's Clam, alright. That's fine. I'm not too concerned, I don't think. We're not changing Mercer's skills. Just being honest, we've already changed your skills, you don't need more skill changes. And you keep on showing up. Alright. Oh, Sundered Memory is funny. I kinda want to give that to Gregor. I can sell some stuff at this point, right? Yeah, well, we can easily sell material to Force Field. You're not good. And now we can get Sundered Memory, so that'll be good enough, I think. Change our team a little bit. Oh, we get more cost here? Cool. So we can be nice and stockpiled for the final shop, hopefully. Actually get a decent skill change there, maybe, if we're lucky. Oh, you're the gear-themed abnormality that isn't showing up in the mid-chapter. How does that feel? Is my connection dying? What's going on here? Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I assume my connection's just bad or something right now. Oh, this isn't good. Yeah, that's SP loss for everyone. Yeah. Don't like to see it, but it's fine. We can just get through these fights without too much of a hassle. Do like that instead. So yeah, now you get Sundered Memory. Your Slash Stuff gets a bunch of bonuses. You're not going to be under half HP, so Sundered Memory is kind of the worst of them, simply because its conditional is to be under half HP, which is annoying to do if you aren't a She unit. If you are a She unit, like, have fun, of course. Enjoy, but if you're not, you suffer. Kind of simple as that, I feel. Yeah, mermaids aren't too bad. I like how that went from hopeless to dominating as soon as they selected it. That's always funny. What exactly is causing the difference here, though, I wonder? Like, why do you think this is going to be such a bad clash? And why do you think it becomes a good clash? If target is 5 plus sinking count, coin power plus 2. Oh, it's that, isn't it? Yeah, I assume it's not factoring in the conditional here, but as soon as we hover over it, it is like, oh, wait a second, this gains plus 2 coin power on use, which makes it a little bit stronger, as you can imagine, on a 4-coin skill. Effectively 8 more power. Assuming we get all heads, but it doesn't seem likely. Assuming like 6 more powers is like the safe assumption, right? Which means that this can very easily win the clash. Like, yeah, that would have been a clash loss if it wasn't for the conditional, because you would have rolled 6 less there. Would have been under the enemy's attack, of course. That's cool. It's a pretty strong conditional, though. Singing count isn't too hard to stack up if you either have Compass or you have Rhyme Shank. We don't have Rhyme Shank, but we've got Compass, so enemies start with enough sinking count that we're going to be pretty good a lot of the time. So we just got to make sure we keep on inflicting more sinking. And we can trigger your skill 3 conditional, so you roll better on it. Without the conditional, it's kind of bad, right? Because, like, if we take a look at the skill 3, because, yeah, 4 plus 2, I mean, it's not, like, the worst thing ever, right? But, like, that is a 12 roll without the conditional, but it becomes a 20 roll with the conditional, so... Very big difference, and the enemy, and it's on use checking sinking count. Like, if they run out of sinking or they go under sinking, like, between your first coin and your second, like, you're still fine. You still get the coin power. It doesn't check it every time. So that's nice. Do something like that, sure. That'll work. I'm not thinking too hard for these guys. I'm not too concerned, after all. These guys have a little bit of sinking already. That's for sure. As they should. Getting close to kill. Might be able to BM one of them. with the funny skill 3 shenanigans, because one of them has Butler's Mark. I did notice that. Was it the one we just killed? It might have been, actually. No, it wasn't. Okay. You don't even have your skill 3 here, so it doesn't matter, because we haven't gotten you more skill 3s. I'd like to, but you know, if the game permits, right? It's not down to me. It's down to whether or not the game feels like being nice. Which, I mean, it's usually fairly nice, honestly. Out of sinking, darn. You still die, so it doesn't matter, but shame we couldn't keep on stacking it infinitely. Okay. That's something. Like, once again, we don't have a single speck of bleed on this entire team. Despite, you know, like, the knife person. Oh, Horseshoe's nice. We're sinking. Or, nope. More poise. That's what I'm going for. It just means our poise count will be more easy to maintain. It's already fairly easy to maintain, especially if we get a Pride Resonance early on. Which we can't do here, but we can do next turn, so... Good enough. These pirates also aren't going to be too bad in general, so... we can just kill them. Let's kill these guys. Cool. Okay, yeah, we can Pride Resonance a little bit, trigger Nebulizer, get more poise on everyone. I do still wonder why they didn't give Gregor the poise as well, at least to some degree, because he's also Edgar family, but I guess he's like sickly or whatever. He's got a rapier though, or... which is traditionally a very poisey weapon, because, you know, that's what they do with Sank nowadays. Although I guess Sank Dawn didn't have poise, so who knows. Kind of surprised they didn't. I think sinking being his main thing makes perfect sense, but I feel like he could have had a little bit of poise synergy. And then, like, you could have given Ryoshu bleed or something. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that doesn't make that big of a difference. Feels like some odd choices here and there, though, right? Free refresh, Ishmael skill change, no. Ryoshu skill change, let's go. Grab one of these. It's actually not a bad idea for Clam, right? Because we could get kills and stuff. Whoops, I did not mean to hit that button. Oh, there's Piece of Relationship. That is Piece of Relationship. Funny to see you there, Piece of Relationship. Don't really need Piece of Relationship, but I'll take it for the bit. We live for the bit around here, after all, right? Although I do want to upgrade Ornamental Horseshoe first and foremost. We'll upgrade you at least once, though. If we get luckier, we get upgrade twice. No. That's fine. Alright, boss time. Clam time. We're probably just gonna sinking you to death. How have we taken so much damage across the entire team? Oh, it's because of failing the check? I think so, yeah. That's fine then. Well, let's save that, actually. Go for this instead, we can get the Pride Res immediately. Do we want the Pride Res immediately? I mean, yeah, I think it's fine. I would like to get that, though. You know what, actually, we can do it like this, can't we? If we want to be funny. Sure, do that. Because why not? If we sinking you enough, we're gonna be doing very funny. Because, of course, well, when you stagger this guy, the resistances don't change for the shell. If you break the shell entirely, that changes and you can just troll. Oh, this is hitting the other part, isn't it? I think it did. Yeah. That's fine. Mistress commands will be a little bit more sinking. Not enough to maintain it. But you also do get the funny 3 Echoes of the Manor. Not that we needed it. We should be able to maintain it, though. Oh, no, you don't clash here. That's unfortunate. We're still fine, but it would have been funnier. Yeah, that's fine. We can reception art sync you, and that should just work out. And we'll just attack you a bunch, and that should be fine. I just want to see if I can get the sync gaming. Yes, we can. Cool. Love to see it work out. This is one of the bosses where you can fairly easily make it work. And do, like, just a bunch of damage for kind of free. It's not that much damage if we had just, you know, just use it straight up onto the shell. Like, that probably would have been about as much damage, but it's about the style points, right? We took down one of your gunks of slime before we took you down. That's the part that matters. No one took any damage in the entire team except for Merso. Okay. That's actually a really funny fact. Sure thing, I guess. If we've done such a good job of, you know, winning clashes and clashing everything, that Mercer's the only one who took any damage. I probably just had him go for a bad clash. At some point he lost it, and I just really wasn't paying any attention to him. Because he was kind of missing more HP than everyone else, right? So that does check out. But that's fine. Daylight Bolt time, see if we get anything. We're almost out of paid lunacy. That's fine. I can just get more. 2-star, who's it gonna be? Heathcliff. I'll take Heathcliff shards. They're nice to have. Since he is getting an ID soon-ish. Like I said, probably like a month or so away. I think is a safe estimate. Maybe you'll have a Hindley 2-star along him or something, or maybe even a Hindley 3-star if they want to be real funny. We'll have to see. Oh, more Heathcliff, cool. But yeah, I just kind of felt like running the full Wuthering Heights team today, because I don't think I've done it yet. Maybe I probably have, actually. I don't remember. I haven't done a Mirrodin 4, though, so, you know, good enough reason for me. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!